Welcome to this week's vlog. I'm in Indre today and I've come here because I filmed a vlog at the weekend and I looked at it and I thought, no, I'm just not sending that out to the masses. It's just not really what I wanted to do. And so I thought I'd come here to Indre. There's a place that I really wanted to do at dawn, and I've been watching the sky as I've been driving here. And on Saturday I missed the most amazing sunrise, not through any fault of my own, but just basically because of just circumstances with all the flooding, etc. It cut off a lot of some of the routes I was needing to go down, and so it made me really late to where it was that I was going. But in any case, I've come to a place. Actually, I wasn't going to be here. I'm in a place called Argenta, Creuse, I think it is, and I was actually going to be going to somewhere else, which I'm going to go to, and I'm wondering if I'm going to film or not. I'll see what the direction of the light is. But I've come here just because I've been here before. I lost the photos a couple of years ago in a hard drive crash, but I've come here because I thought, well, seeing the dawn lights and the sun is just coming up over the horizon there, I better get to where I need to be somewhere. Now, at least I've been here before, so if you've been watching me for a long time, you might recognize the shot that I'm going to show you. But there's going to be some really nice side lighting coming over the horizon very, very soon, so I'm going to get that. I've already got a pre-dawn light shot, but I'd prefer, to be honest, the side light as the sun just is going to be hitting the old town down there with the church. So anyway, let's get going and I'll show you what it is that I'm doing. You can see there's the dawn light over there. The sun's just about to peek over the horizon and is going to be kissing this side light church down here. That's what I want. As you can see, there's the 100 to 400 on there. Now, I'm not using my gimbal, so I know this is probably going to be a little bit unsafe. I've got a new gimbal on the way because my one is broken. So there was some dawn light colour. There's some beautiful kind of reddish colour up there, and this is actually making up for the images that I lost. 100 to 400 on, just to really compress this perspective. So it's just there, and as you can see, as I said, you can see there's the sun there. Just see what's going on the back of the GoPro for me. So the sun's just going to come over the horizon and it's going to beam that light on to the church. It's just down there. So I've got my I'm in portrait orientation, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it also in landscape orientation to get another shot. But yeah, there you go. Beautiful morning, absolutely beautiful light. There's a few things coming up today. An amazing church, and you're thinking, what, another church? You wait till you see the church I've got to show you. It is stunning. But here we go. Argenta, Creuse at dawn. Welcome to the beautiful church in the village of Le Menou. Probably not difficult to see why it is that I've come here. I did say to you that I had a beautiful church to show you, something a little bit different. This is absolutely very, very different. What happened is, there was a gentleman in Carrascoon that came to the area in the 1930s, I think it was, that I was just reading on the information board, and he said that basically, what a beautiful church, all painted in white, as a blank canvas. Now also the area is also known for being the valley of the painters, so you also find other painters have come to this area inspired by the lights and autumn colours that they've seen in this particular area. It's not an area that a lot of people really come to, and I think the locals, as I've just spoken to one, said they kind of want to keep it that way. But hopefully, as I said, you can see why it is that I've come here. I'm not really going to explain exactly what it is I've done technique-wise. It's just tilt shift lens or looking straight up at the paintings that are up there. But I'm just going to take some B-roll, just show you around the church, and then show you the images afterwards. It is an amazing church to come to. If you're ever in the department of Indre, make sure you come to Le Menou, this beautiful little church. Let's have a look. it's been a bit of a struggle today in some respects getting the weather. They did say today it would be quite changeable, and it has been actually quite changeable. So after the church I sort of spent a little while doing a little bit of a recce, trying to find a couple of different places, and I've come to a viewpoint in what's called a beau village de France, one of the beautiful villages of France. And it's called Gorges d'Empierre, and it's famous for, I think, for Georges Sand, the writer. And I'd seen images of this place, and I've already been here a long time ago and got a photograph from a very different place, but I wanted to find a different angle, and I'd looked on Google Earth trying to find something, and I think I'd found something, but I had to come here just to see. So what I've got at the moment is a bit of a recce shot, really. It's quite harsh light, and it's almost backlit, actually, the shot. The sun is in that direction towards the camera, so the camera's pointing this way and the sun is this way, so it's kind of backside lighting the what looks like, I think it's a castle down there combined with a church as well. So it looks okay. It would look awesome in autumn. I know this area does look awesome in autumn, but I'll show you what it is that I've got, and I might actually go to the other viewpoint and see that now there's some blue sky coming out with some cloud. Maybe the other viewpoint works. There's a viewpoint when you're coming in from the north of the village, which looks really nice as well. So what it's doing, I don't know, but let me show you what it is I'm doing here first of all. And also, as I'm talking, just as I'm thinking of castles, before this place I found the most stupendous shot of a castle overlooking the river. I think it's the Indre river that's in, because we're in the department of Indre. An absolutely stunning shot of a castle and then the river just snaking round. I think when you see the footage of it, you're going to love it. I personally would like to get that shot in autumn now that I found it. Anyway, let's show you what's going on here right now. There is the shot that I've got on my camera. As you can see, there is the blue sky there. The sun is basically there. So you can see there's probably a bit of light coming in from the side there. That's coming down almost slightly at an angle behind the castle down there. It is quite a nice view. You can see the trees here, what this place could look like in autumn. It would look stunning. Now normally this place would be full of tourists at different points because it is a beau village de France, but because France has basically said nobody's coming in under most circumstances, it's pretty empty. So it's quite nice in some respects. Although there are some vans and a couple of cars down there, it's a little bit frustrating, but we know, what can you do? Clone them out? No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, there you go. You can see what it is that's down there. So it is looking quite nice. And as I said, there is another viewpoint of this place that you see more of the village. So it's quite a small village, and you can see there's maybe some old houses down here, like half timbered houses and stuff. What I've had to do is, I'm not going to use a grad on this, but what I am going to do is I'm going to blend it, and then you'll see the shot afterwards. But you can see it's a beautiful, beautiful place to come. There's no tourists really that come here. You do get people that know France will come here, but otherwise not a lot of people really come here, which is good in some respects and bad in others for the economy. But hey, you know what? This is special, this place. And certainly, as I said, that castle shot, I think once you've seen that, you'd probably be like, wow, you know, I've got to go there and see that. But anyway, let's go find somewhere else. I've got a couple of other things in mind before the end of the day. And also, as it looks as if it's clearing, hopefully I can really get what's in my head for the end of the day as well. And that's going to be up in an area called La Brenne. But anyway, let's get going. As the sun is out and it's starting to become a really nice day, I thought what I'm going to do is I talked about the other view of Gorges d'Empierre, and there it is. It looks really nice actually from here, and it's got proper side light on it rather than what I had at the other viewpoint. The other viewpoint was a recce. This, you know, it's okay. I've done this shot before in the beginning of autumn a long time ago, but you know, it's always worth getting it in different seasons. So you know, the light's in the right place. However, the sky is not very good at all. This way, actually behind the camera, the sky is really nice, clearing, some cirrus cloud up there, but that, it looks really hazy. What did I do myself? Well, I put my camera on the roof of my car. I made sure the tripod was leveled off, just in case, because there was a little bit of wind blowing the car around. So just to get a little bit more stability. Put my long lens on, the 100 to 400, and it was probably in something like must have been 150 mil, something like that, looking down onto the village. Why did I want that extra height? If you see that's just down here, there's a tree line that is a little bit in the bottom of the image. There's not much I can do about it without having like a 20-foot high crane to get above it, but I don't know, I think it's kind of okay, to be honest. And I got a little video clip as well, some stock footage, but yeah, it's looking okay down there. I did have a polarizer on as well. It did seem to make a bit of a difference. I thought it probably wouldn't, but it did, and that was with the greens on the hill and then on the mound that's underneath the castle there. I can't think what it is, the technical term, but underneath that castle there, just turned the polarizer, went a little bit greener. So yeah, it's looking good. Got other places to go, a couple of other places to go to, and I was saying to myself in the car, you know what, actually I'm glad that I vlogged today, that I've had some patience and been doing a few other things and just doing recce here and there, because if you'd seen the vlog I did on Saturday, it just wasn't great. And will I ever release it? Well, maybe, if I've got nothing else to release one day, if you know I can't go somewhere or whatever, maybe I will release it. But yeah, you know what, let's go somewhere else and see what else we can find. I know there's another castle near here that I'd like to go to. There's also, it's not here, but further on down the road this way, there's a viewpoint which I've shown in the vlog before. It's called the Boucle du Pain, and it's a great viewpoint, and certainly again in autumn. This is really an autumn destination, to be honest, down here. That it looks really nice there, and there's two views actually. You've got one this side of the road, which is the eastern side, and there's another one on the western side, which you just have to find, but it is there. But yeah, it's looking nice. Let's go find a few other things, and then let's see if I can get a sunset in La Brenne, the land of 1,000 lakes. I was driving past the Boucle du Pain, and it's got some nice side light. I thought actually by this time of day the sun would be a lot further around than it is, certainly over in this direction. As you can see, it's basically behind me, so I'm kind of being side lit. Probably better if I do, filming wise, like this angle here, to be nicely side lit. And what I've done is I've looked at the scene that's in front of me and thought, you know what, that's a pano. I mean, I've done a pano here before, but I've never had my rail with me, so I've just got this 19 centimeter rail that goes onto my tripod head, and it's not a perfect solution to do panoramic photography, but it certainly helps. It helps bring, where you have the tripod head, the end of the head there, helps, instead of the camera being there, it brings it back so it's swinging around this way instead of this way. So I should end up with a really nice pano. Now, what you have to remember when you're doing panoramic photography, make sure everything's level, and then the next thing is when you look at the camera, don't just start taking images, just slowly swing the camera around and make sure that at every point the camera is going to be level, just to make sure, because spirit levels are spirit levels. They're not always as true as you might want them to be. But in any case, here at the Boucle du Pain is looking beautiful, and there's a lot better skies, really nice side lighting. Yes, it would be better maybe around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and not lower side light, but that's okay. I'm on itinerary. I also need to get back to the house this evening. I've got something to do, got a meeting. So in any case, let's move on somewhere else again. Am I going to go to the other viewpoint for this place? Maybe it's kind of on the way of somewhere that I need to go to. It's only literally about 2 kilometers away, so I'll go and check it out and see if it does work at this time of day or not. But anyway, enjoy the panoramic view of the Boucle du Pain. I'm stood in front of an old castle. The light's kind of coming and going. Actually, I'm wondering whether I might be finishing here or not. The weather looks as though, well, it's coming from the west, and you can see maybe over there it looks just to be dark, heavy clouds. What's it going to do? I don't know. But in any case, I'm stood in front of an old castle in a village called La Prune. So it's a beautiful old castle, and you do wonder, when you look at these old buildings that are just in ruin, if only the walls could speak, what it is that they could tell you. There is an information board that's to my right. I haven't read it. I haven't seen actually what is on there. I should take a picture just so I've got the information for this place. But it is really nice to look at, and the really nice thing is as well, it's free. There's no charge to come where I am. So I just thought, well, I've been here before, and I think it's another place where I'd lost my images, and so I thought, well, let's come and get it again. So I've got a couple of shots. I've got one of the southeastern tower, and then the whole of the castle that's left as well. So the last time I was here, I actually did it around the other side. I can't remember if I actually vlogged it or not, but it is a beautiful old castle here. So yeah, but there you go. This is typical of France. There are so many castles in this country. There's about 600. Is it 600? Not 600. There's 6,000 at least registered historic monuments. So there might be even more castles than that in the whole of France. That goes to tell you how much work there is to do if you like doing castles. But yeah, but in any case, I'll just flick up the images and a bit of drone footage as well that I got away from the castle, so I'm not over the castle. But you'll see the beautiful, beautiful castle that's here. That's in ruin, but it's certainly a really nice ruin actually. I really do like this place. And the other good thing is, there's no tourists at all. Let's move on somewhere else. No, actually, well, I'm not going to move on somewhere else. I think that actually, looking at the weather, I'm just going to say the vlog ends here. To be honest, I think I've got enough for today, or there's somewhere else I might do just because it's an interior. And I'm going to go and do that or have a look. But yeah, it looks as though the weather's closing in, and what can you do? I hope you've enjoyed what it is that I've seen today, all the usual ramblings and whatever else. And thank you to all the people that keep commenting as well, the regulars. Isle of Wight Fishing saying he loves what it is that I do, or she. And then of course there's all other sorts of people as well whose names escape me right now. But thanks so much for your support, folks. It really does mean a lot. Please do keep commenting. Please do keep watching the channel, because without you, you know, it kind of really wouldn't be worth it. See you next week, folks. Sometime, somewhere in central France, hopefully with a lot less wind. Take it easy and stay safe, all right? Goodbye.